Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the Ferris Wheel Show. Started your boy Ferris Arisa. Yeah, let's get it on here. Second time today. Twice in one day. Hey. Anyway, God bless y'all for making this journey. I appreciate all the views, all the love, all the subscribes that I've been getting lately. It is wonderful. This is great. It pumped me up. It pushed me to be great. I can't sleep. I mean, like I'm sleepy. I'm tired, but I can't disappoint y'all. I gotta keep this going. I can't disappoint myself. I gotta keep this going. Before I get started, what I want to talk about is my boy Tim been doing this thing for like Mary Kay. You know, like he gave me some products for my nose and my face and everything else. Like I look beautiful. You know what I mean? Like my skin's so smooth and that y'all happy for my bumps and my nose and all that stuff. Like it's been working. Like it's a miracle. And I need y'all to donate $30 for let me read what's the CAD app. The CAD app is TLA07. And then the other CAD app is MyGale, which is which that's like my is capital M, lowercase y, capital G, lowercase a, ILS, capital B, lowercase EAUT, well that's a capital T, IQUE. And the TLA is capitalized, so make sure y'all donate $30. That's for like the people. They try to for the holiday they try to get like a care package for like Mary Kay products and stuff like that. You know, stuff for the COVID-19 and like hand sanitizer and all that for like all the essential workers and all that other stuff. So make sure y'all do that for a brother. You know what I mean? I really do appreciate it. You know, $30 of y'all time. You know, try to help everybody as much as we can with this whole COVID-19. And I promise you, it is legit. If y'all don't believe me, man, that's email me or write me back or anything like that so I can like send the information to y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I need y'all to do that for me. But my bad, man. I'm playing with my keyboard. But anyway, I want to talk about this episode. Everybody been talking about this all weekend, ever since Thursday, man. This has been the most talked about thing, like, you know, in like forever, you know what I mean? Like, this is two legends, Jeezy and Gucci Mane, like two people that I admire, I respect, you know, people that I fuck with heavy with their music and what they do entrepreneurially. I like how both of them grew as a person, as people, despite where they came from, like from the streets and what their background is and what all the stuff they had to do. They had to hustle. They had to go through struggle. They had to go through trials and tribulation to get where they had to get to. And like I'm very proud of them for that. And like it was a very it was like to me probably my favorite versus battle so far. Like I said, I love all the versus battles. Like you know like I love the DMX and Snoop Dogg and you know, I love that because how the vibe was, and like I love the T-Pain and Lil Jon. That was so funny entertainment. Um, I like the Rick Ross, the 2 Chain, and all the, you know things like that. But to me, this was like one of my favorites because the fact is like we got two people that like that used to hate each other. That you know that people got killed over their situation and like everything else. Like you know, people know that people know that Gucci Man shout out Jeezy Man. Gucci Man got mad and got his feelings because like Gucci Man couldn't do the record with him and all this stuff. But people don't know that Jeezy suffered a condition at that time and you know so on and so on. They had like a 15-year feud between the two and like I'm so glad that they finally like got together and chop it up or whatever. But you know, like this is something I always wanted. We all wanted for them to do a versus battle. I feel like it makes sense. I mean, not about the music. The thing is, with this battle, it wasn't even about the music. To me, like talking about because the fact is like Jeezy I mean, which we all knew, Jeezy he beat the hell out of Gucci. Don't be honest with you. Fuck Gucci up. We already knew. All Jeezy had to do is play that whole first album. That's all he had to do. All he had to do is play that first goddamn album, Thug Motivation 101. Because, like, think about it. Like, when that album came out, we all remember what we did back in '05. We all remember. Like 2005 was one of my greatest summers ever. And like when Jeezy came out, it wasn't nobody in the street that didn't have that album. Nobody. My mama had that album. Every time I turn around the corner, somebody had that album. That album, man, that made impact. That's one of the like greatest albums ever in hip hop. Like, if not ever to me, you know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. Like I said, I ain't fuck with Gucci like a couple years later. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, like when I first heard So Icy, I was in alternative school. I was going to alternative school at the time. Yeah, I was being a dumbass kid at that time, and it is what it is. I made a mistake. I paid for it, but anyway, I remember in alternative school we was in alternative bus, and you know people asked me, "You hear So Icy, So Icy?" I said, "Yeah." Like I first saw the video on BET, and I was like, man. This ain't go hard, you know what I mean? Like, dang, whoever thought that would be the only song they you know, made to perform and stuff like that, then that was history. But you know, don't get me wrong, like, don't mean to jump the guns, but the T.I. and Jeezy battle would have been great too. That would have been great. I would have been excited for it. Cause like they both got that catalog, like T.I. got that I feel like T.I. got more commercial hits than Jeezy. Even though Jeezy got a lot of commercial singles too, but it's like I feel like Jeezy got a more impact for hits than T.I. to me anyway. And I love T.I., but it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but at least musically, it would have been like a competition or whatever. But you know, it is what it is. Like we'll see that sometime down the line and everything else. But anyway, wake up, man. Jesus Christ, about to fall asleep on it. But yeah, oh shit. But yeah, like what I was saying. Oh yeah, as I was saying, yeah. But out of nowhere, like the Jeezy and then the Gucci Man joke, cause Jeezy asked Gucci Man at first at the beginning, like, you know, he the one that extended the olive branch and try to invite him to do this for the culture and everything else. Well, it was a great move, you know. Sometimes you gotta be the bigger person. Gucci respectfully declined, which I respect that. You know, he ain't talk shit, none of that, like disrespectful. But then all of a sudden, at the last minute, he accepted. And then all of a sudden, when I saw that, I ain't gonna front. I thought it was fake. When I first saw that. I thought somebody like edited or do one of those edited photo ops or whatever. Like, I thought it was one of them. I said I couldn't believe it. But then I saw it on Charlamagne page, and I saw it on Jeezy. Well, I saw it on Jeezy page first. But even still, I'm like, what the fuck? But then I saw it on Charlamagne and everybody else said, all right, cool, this shit is real. I said, yeah, this is exciting. This is going to be history right here. This is going to be history. Two people that hate each other guts and got people killed, and it was very personal. This shit was very personal between the two over these years. And like the fact that they were manning up to like do this together and do it, and like they did it, they realized it was bigger than them. Like it wasn't just about them. It's about the culture. It's about all the stuff that been going through. People getting killed, getting shot left to right. You know, all these young kids, and it's just crazy. This shit with like 2020 has been a horrible year for everybody. Everybody, like this shit here, like you gotta walk around with masses and people. The freaking death rate is going up. It's sky high. People getting shot, getting killed. We got more police brutality, more than ever. Like more racist injustice. It's just so many things been going on. Like riots. It just been crazy, man. And this shit was needed. It was much needed. Like this is probably the best, most historic thing that happened this year. besides the president. I mean, even that though. Like, I mean, I ain't like it is what it is with that shit. But yeah, there was something that needed, especially like hip hop head like me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I love music. Everybody know that. So it's like that shit meant so much to me. But like as the shit was going, I was excited. I said, "Wow, they in the same club together and this and that." Everything was going well. Everything was going fine. I was jamming. We was hooked. We was hype. And like, but Gucci started to talk shit and throw shots and playing diss tracks and all that other shit and it's like I feel like he had a lot of hits that he could have played. You know what I mean? But nigga kept throwing shots and Jeezy held his own. Jeezy damn sure held his own and. Like you bring up the fact that talk about dead body, brag about the partner being shot and playing these diss records and all that. If Jeezy would have really want to retaliate and all that other shit, he would have. He could have played Stay Strapped, but then that shit would have been left. At the time, I wanted him to. I like, man, damn, he should have played Stay Strapped. Like that shit right there. That's a classic diss track. Very underrated. But then I thought about like after what went down, then I realized I'm glad he didn't play Stay Strapped because it showed how bigger of a man Jeezy is and like how he is like he took it as a man. He addressed the situation like a man. You know what I mean? He didn't like spaz out or anything. He handled that situation very, very well. Very well. And like I said, I'm very proud of him for that, especially the background he came about and all that. He had to tell him, man, I said, hey, bro, like, wait a minute now. Like, I came to you as a real man. I extended my hand like a man. And you and Gucci still stuck on that shit that happened back in like 2005. Like 2005, like 15 years ago. You had the new Gucci Man, he had to think about that. Gucci Man, that shit was on his mind. That shit been on his mind. I mean, come on. Like, the fact that Jeezy said 20 years and Gucci Man corrected 15 years, I like that. Okay, you've been thinking about this shit for a while. But, like I said, like, I'm glad he handled it and, like, and whatever. So, I mean, kudos to Jeezy for handling that, I already respected Jeezy. I respect Gucci too, but I always respected Jeezy. But I really respected him after the night, cause like I mean, at the end of the day, y'all two are 40 plus years old. Like y'all can be doing you can't. And I ain't just damn anybody. You can't have the same mindset at 30 years old that you did in 20 years old. It's no way. Just like Gucci Man 40 years old, and nowhere in hell your mindset at 30 years old should be like at 25 years old. You know what I mean? It's no, you got to evolve and grow somehow. And like at the end, and like I said, I got a shout out to my boy Powell. I got a shout out to my boy Peasy. You know what I mean? Add him on Facebook, Travis Peasy, Powell on Facebook. And on Instagram as well. But the thing is, he called that shit. It's a difference between I call it and I want it. See, he called that shit that Gucci Man and Jeezy would go perform So Icy. And like I said, I had a feeling they were going to do that. I had a feeling and I wanted it. It's a difference that he called it and he knew exactly what he talked about. You know what I mean? And he called that shit like, man, that shit was exciting. And when I saw that shit, man, when they performed So Icy, I'm not going to lie to you. A tear almost came down my right fucking eye. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you because, like, that shit that was history. That was history. They made history that night. Not only by the numbers and all that other stuff. Fuck the numbers. I ain't thinking about that. I'm talking about that moment. It proved to you right there that despite y'all hate each other, all the shit y'all went through, you got to think at one point y'all was cool with each other at one point. And it show you right there that if they can put their differences aside and if they can put their differences aside and everything else, and before, and you know, Gucci Mane apologized, which I respect Gucci Mane a lot as well. I respect Gucci a lot more after that. He admitted he was wrong. He apologized. You know, he accepted of what it was. They performed "I'm So Icy" together. Mind you, that's the first time they performed "I'm So Icy" in 15 years. 15 years they ain't performed that song together. The fact that we seeing that, and I was alive to see it, and I was old enough to see it and understand what was going on and all that stuff at the time. Man, it was magical. They just made history. That was one of the greatest things that I ever seen. Like that's the type of shit 50 Cent and Game need to be doing. Like pass shit out and all that. Cause like y'all beefing over what though? Like shit that happened 15 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. It's time to move on. It's time to pass off and all that. I'm not saying be your friend, be your buddy and shit, because like it is what it is. Like I mean, certain people at certain levels to this shit. I don't expect Ja Rule and 50 Cent to goddamn be best friend this week, because all that shit they were doing, that shit was handled in the streets. That was handled out there. So the killing, the stabbing, and shooting and all that was involved. That shit was deep. So I'm not even gonna no. You know what I mean? Certain shit like that, you don't forgive the person. It is what it is. You know, so it's like, yeah. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about before I go to well, I gotta finish this music first. You know, hold up. Anyway, y'all have a good night. God bless y'all. Remember, add me on Facebook, Jose Ceresis. Remember, like and subscribe, comment. You know, just let me know what kind of topic y'all want me to talk about, and don't forget donate $30 for capital T, capital L, capital A, '07 on Cash App, $30, cause like that, it definitely for a good cause. But it's COVID-19, they giving out free sanitizer and product, will be gift wrap and everything. So make sure y'all check that out and get that. Love y'all. God bless y'all. Hold on, wait a minute. God bless y'all.